CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Seattle Seahawks versus Cam Newton and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And no excitement, unless you're on the defensive team of last week, in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And right away, he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Alvin Kamara on the carry. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Jacksonville.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Number 13.
Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
Wentz's pass complete to Allen.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
By Levante David. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here we go. That's it, ready?
Now Newton on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down now, Akers, and a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Offense. No!
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still second down.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. On the ground, it's Akers. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up third down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Newton now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
They'll run for it with Akers. And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Kari Willis on the tackle.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Complete.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Akers, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Seahawks nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Now it's Newton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
They go play action here on first down.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Gain of 23 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Here's Akers.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Behind the chain, second and 12.
Here's Newton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there,
but it's going to be second down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Newton. Over the middle to Beckham. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll look to run with Akers.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Cam Akers
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Shotgun now for Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd and a couple. Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sacked.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Carson Wentz. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back.
Return team.
Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On the give, this is Akers.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They fake the give. Newton. They'll roll him out right. Got an open man. That's Campbell.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, catch made here by Campbell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
But it's now third down.
Newton on third down.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before the break. Newton going for it all. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've reached the intermission. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On first down, it's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Newton's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Campbell making the catch and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Roughing the passer defense.
What was that, Russ?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. He'll buy some time right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Justin Jefferson.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the two-point try. Now Newton. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
28, Seahawks 7.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now Jones. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On play action, Wentz. Space to maneuver at the 40. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. 23 yards on the play.
That's good.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
A third down now, and those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Going deep here for Allen. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Pass incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense Defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Again, it's Wentz. Eluded, and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Newton going right side here, and that's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wentz. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Levante David in on the tackle.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Wentz's pass, incomplete on the throwaway. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Makes the score Jaguars 28.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
At their own 20.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
On first down, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
26 mark. Rebar.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
23, Cam Akers.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
To the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Newton. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. It's going to leave them with a 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They snap it to Newton. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Derek Rivers. And that will force a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Wentz to throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Devin Bush picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
This likely a must-have 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kevin Pierre-Louis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 10-yard return. Following a punt of 45, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Wentz now on 1st down. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Open man, it's Allen.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 44-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Wentz. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Newton being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars.
The ball carrier.
Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. No gain, and it's 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working from the gun, Wentz.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Cam Newton.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, and that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Keenan Allen. Incomplete. Grant Delpit on the coverage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for Jacksonville, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.